Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, Browns fans, you know as well as I do that the team is always in the headlines, whether for their on-field performances, off-field moves, or those moments that make us shake our heads and ask, what's next? And right now, the latest story shaking the fanbase isn't just about the upcoming season. It's about a social media post that's got everyone talking, sparking debates, and even some good-natured ribbing. You see, the Cleveland Browns recently took to social media with a post that on the surface was meant to be fun, playful, and lighthearted. But as it often goes in the world of sports, what was intended as humor quickly turned into a bit of a controversy, stirring up memories, emotions, and rivalries that run deep among Browns fans and across the league. The post featured a player, seemingly tight end David Njoku, dressed up with a cape, gazing out over the city skyline, accompanied by a dog. The caption, "It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a dog." Now, if you're a Browns fan, you probably chuckled at the attempt, but you also know that social media can be a minefield when it comes to team pride. That caption, simple and playful as it might seem, hit a nerve with many fans. Why? Because it was a direct nod to the Browns' past, their present, and their rivals' legacy. The phrase, "it's a dog," in particular, is a popular slang among NFL fans, often used to refer to a team or a player that's tough, relentless, and sometimes, in the case of Browns fans, a bit of a jab at rivals like the Pittsburgh Steelers or even other AFC North teams. But what really stirred the pot was how fans responded to this post. Many were quick to recall another football legend, Nick Chubb, affectionately known to Browns fans as Cleveland's Batman. Yes, Chubb, the four-time Pro Bowler, the relentless running back who's been the heart and soul of the Browns offense for years. Fans took to social media with nostalgic memories, expressing their love for Nick Chubb and lamenting his departure. The truth is, Nick Chubb isn't just a player. He's become a symbol of everything Browns football is about: hard work, resilience, and a never-give-up attitude. And suddenly, a playful post about a cape and a dog turned into a reminder of what the team lost when Chubb signed with the Houston Texans in June. That move, folks, was a significant one. After 7 incredible seasons in Cleveland, Nick Chubb, who many considered the best pure runner in the league and possibly the most underrated star in the NFL, decided to leave. His contract, just a one-year deal worth $2.5 million. It might not seem like a lot compared to some other big-name signings, but for Browns fans, it's a bittersweet moment. You see, Chubb's departure wasn't just about losing a player, it was about losing a symbol, a guy who epitomized everything Cleveland football stands for. And let's not forget, this wasn't a sudden decision. Chubb's injuries over the last couple of seasons played a role in his departure. But even with that, he remained a fan favorite, a leader in the locker room, and someone who carried the hopes of a franchise eager to finally break through. In the 2023 season, things got even more complicated for Chubb. He suffered a significant knee injury, tearing his MCL and damaging his ACL, that required 2 surgeries. That injury kept him out for most of the season, and when he returned, he was hit with another setback, a broken foot. It's the kind of series of injuries that can be devastating for any player, especially a running back whose career relies heavily on explosiveness and durability. But Nick Chubb has always been resilient. Despite the setbacks, he's been vocal about his recovery, about how he's putting in the work to come back even stronger. And that's exactly what he did, reassuring fans and teammates alike that he's ready to prove he's still one of the best in the league. However, his exit from Cleveland wasn't just a personal story. It had ripple effects across the locker room and the fanbase. You can imagine the sentiment among players like Joel Bitonio and Myles Garrett. These guys, leaders of the team, have spoken openly about how much they respect Chubb and how much they'll miss him on the field. Garrett, in particular, expressed his feelings during minicamp, saying, "I love Nick. I think a lot of the guys who are in this locker room still feel the same way. It's crushing to see him get injured, to see him battle through so much, and then to see him leave the team. That kind of camaraderie, that genuine respect, shows how much Nick Chubb meant to the Browns, not just as a player but as a person. And the Browns didn't just let him walk away without acknowledgement. In a statement released after Chubb signed with the Texans, the team made it clear that he will always have a special place in Cleveland's history. They announced that he will be inducted into the Browns Ring of Honor, a fitting tribute for a player who's carried so much weight on his shoulders and who's brought so many memorable moments to First Energy Stadium. The team's statement highlighted Chubb's dedication, his focus on winning, and his unwavering commitment to the Browns. It read, "Nick always puts winning above any personal accolade, and that is what makes him so special. Thank you for being a Brown, Nick, and we look forward to the day we celebrate your career as a member of our Ring of Honor." That's a message that resonates deeply with fans, reminding us all of the kind of player and person Chubb has been during his time in Cleveland. Now, if we shift our focus to the current roster, the Browns are well aware they need to fill the void left by Chubb. Their running back room now includes players like Quinshon Judkins, Dylan Sampson, and veteran Jerome Ford, who returned after taking a pay cut this offseason. But make no mistake, Browns fans, the expectations are high. The team has been building around their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who's now entering his second season with the team after an up-and-down first year that was marred by injuries and inconsistency. Watson's performance is crucial for Cleveland's Super Bowl aspirations, and with a strong running game, the offense could become one of the most dangerous in the league. But it's not just about the offense. The Browns' defense has been consistently impressive, led by Myles Garrett, who is arguably one of the top pass rushers in the NFL today. The combination of a solid defense and a dynamic, versatile offense has Browns fans dreaming of their first Super Bowl appearance since the 1980s. Looking ahead, the season seems packed with promise, but also some questions. Can the new running back step up and fill the enormous shoes of Nick Chubb? Will Deshaun Watson find his rhythm and bring consistency to Cleveland's offense? And how will the team's defense hold up against the league's top offenses? These are the questions fans are asking as training camp approaches, and all eyes will be on the Browns' every move. The team's front office has been active, working to strengthen the roster through the draft and free agency, trying to build a squad that can compete with the best of the best. The AFC North remains one of the most competitive divisions in football, with teams like the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals all vying for supremacy. The Browns, with their mix of veteran leadership and young talent, have a real shot at climbing to the top, but consistency will be key. And let's not forget, Browns fans, that this franchise has a long history filled with ups and downs. From the glory days of the 1980s, when Bernie Kosar and the Dog Pound made their mark, to the lean years of the 2000s, and the recent quest to rebuild and reclaim their place among the NFL's elite. The team has faced heartbreak, and moments of hope, and that's what makes supporting Cleveland so special. Every game, every play, every win or loss is part of a bigger story, one of resilience, passion, and unwavering loyalty. And this season, with the recent developments around Nick Chubb and the team's evolving roster, adds another exciting chapter to that story. But Browns fans, what's your take on everything? Do you believe the team can overcome the loss of Nick Chubb and still make a deep playoff run? Are you optimistic about the new running back stepping up? How do you see Deshaun Watson performing in his second year? I want to hear your thoughts, your predictions, and your hopes for this season. Drop your comments below and let's get a conversation going. Remember, the NFL is a league of surprises, and Cleveland always finds a way to keep us on the edge of our seats. This team has the heart, the talent, and the determination to make this season one to remember, and I'll be here to cover every twist and turn along the way. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Whether it's roster moves, injury updates, or game previews, we're here to keep you in the loop. Thanks so much for being part of this community, for sharing your passion, and for always supporting our beloved Browns. Together, we'll continue to celebrate this team's journey, its struggles, its triumphs, and its relentless pursuit of greatness. Go Browns!